When I was in high school, I had this really cool T-shirt. And on it was this fierce-looking hawks in a power dive with its talons out, about to scoop up this little cartoon mouse that's giving him the finger. And the shirt caption was, "The last great act of defiance." And that's what I thought I was doing when I decided to get shit-faced the night before my wedding. Now, my beautiful bride-to-be had asked only one thing of me for the wedding: don't get drunk the night before the wedding. But what I heard was an ultimatum. So honor required a last great act of defiance. My wife, now my girlfriend then, we went away on our first vacation ever to Jamaica. We fell in love with Jamaica. We got engaged in Jamaica. We decided we're going to get married in Jamaica. It was a bit of a challenge since neither of our families had ever been out of the country. Most of them had never been on an airplane before, but with 2 years of saving and planning and begging and pleading and cajoling, we got just about everybody to join us in Jamaica for the wedding. And in setting everything up and people's availabilities and the flights and the rates, we figured out we could get married on the 13th of November. Friday the 13th of November. But everybody got there, they had a great time. Most of them had a great time. The ones that were unaware that sunscreen is not an option to Northern European skin in the tropics, maybe a little less good. But everything was going great right up until my beautiful bride-to-be said those words, "Please don't get drunk tonight for the wedding." And I thought, how dare she? What nerve, I mean, really? So I showed her. I went out that night and I had rum and cokes and I had daiquiris and Mai Tais and dirty rotten bananas and every sugar-filled umbrella drink they could make me. I closed down 5 bars at the resort and I was on my way to number 6 when I realized my legs no longer worked. Somehow I made it back to my room, where I woke up the next morning with a head the size of Texas. Everything hurt. Everything was too loud or too bright. I could hear the blood in my veins and I wanted it to stop. The sheets on my bed were too loud. There were explosions going off in the hallway that I later figured out was just somebody knocking on the door. So I crawled to the door and opened it, and the person outside said, "How are ya?" And I said, "Please, for the love of God, would you get me a bottle of aspirin or a gun?" And they went away, and an hour later came back with 2 aspirin and some chewing gum. But at that point, pain wasn't the priority. It kind of taken a back seat. My body was now like a hot air balloon that was descending too fast and decided to throw everything overboard as fast as possible. When I had checked into this room in the hotel, I was a little disappointed because the bathroom was very small. When you sat on the toilet, your knees were hard up against the tub. I was now grateful for this fact because we were in a 3 exits, no waiting scenario. I was bringing up things that I hadn't eaten since I was 5 or 6 years old. Once I was empty, the pain came back. So I burrowed into my mattress and begged for death. But people kept coming by to check on me. It was my wedding day. Somebody thought to bring a Bloody Mary, you know, hair of the dog. It set a land speed record through my colon. But then it was time to go get married. We decided we were going to get married in this little gazebo on the beach at sunset. It was about 100 yards from the room, but every step was agony, and I kept running into my friends and family, and they were all laughing and smiling and having a great time, and I wanted to smack each and every one of them. But I made it to the gazebo, and I stood there waiting for my bride, desperately trying to hold it together. And then it happened. She came out, and the sun was setting, and it would just lit her up with this golden glow. And she smiled at me, and it was one of those smiles that had a private joke in it just for me. And the joke was, last chance. But I knew I wasn't going to pass that up. And the rest of the ceremony just went by, and the reception went by, and everything just was too fast. And then I'm in the honeymoon suite, just she and I grab her and I hug her and I kiss her, and the rest of it's none of your fucking business.